Hey guys, very good evening. This is Yogen from Forsk Coding School. Please confirm if you can hear me, guys. Okay, so now people are responding and okay, saying yes. Okay, good. Thank you, guys. Okay, good. So, guys, welcome again. Welcome to Fast Coding School, and this is day 5. And on the day 5, this is obviously the last day of the season, guys. And on today as well, we have a lot of things to learn, guys. We have a lot of things to learn, and the primary focus would be on a new topic, guys, that is dictionary. So we'll understand that how we can use dictionary as a data store, how we can manage the data inside a dictionary, what operations we can apply if the data is stored in a dictionary. So we'll understand more about dictionary today, guys, and then after that I will talk about sets. Again, inbuilt data structure in Python. Dictionary is also a data structure like a list or like tuple. So these are again two data structures, guys, that are quite important in terms of Python coding. And along with this, guys, along with this, I have a couple of announcements also, but I will also discuss very quickly that what the data analytics is, okay, what the AI is, what the ML is, machine learning, okay, and what the deep learning is, DL. So this is deep learning, guys. So I'll just quick overview of that. Then it's machine learning, that is there. AI stands for artificial intelligence. So what the AI is, we'll talk about today, and how you can create the AI around you, and we'll also talk about the data analytics. That what the data analytics is, okay. And so obviously these discussions are also part of today's agenda, and I think now we can start for the day. Before I start, guys, before I start again, there is a quick announcement that guys, by tomorrow evening, right, by tomorrow evening, that is Sunday evening, you can register for a certificate. After that, the certificate registration process would be closed, and you will not be able to apply for the certificates anymore. So guys, tomorrow is the last day. So if you want to apply, please apply in time, okay. So guys, this is the link for certificate registration, that is there. And no, Shruti, you cannot pay on Monday. I think I just need to check with the team if they are okay, but I think the information that I have from my team that they will close the registrations by Sunday evening, not open for Monday, I think so, okay. In case you can check with Surendra, I think you have the WhatsApp number, right? So you can talk to him. This is Surendra's WhatsApp number, guys, if you want anything, any support, any information, any update regarding that, okay. This is this. Along with this, guys, today we'll also announce that how you can participate in the project season, right? How you can participate in the project internship, that is there. So we'll talk about that as well. We are going to conduct a free webinar next week. That would be of 1 hour, and in the webinar we'll talk about that how you can participate in that, and what are the other details. So we are all going to talk about that. So I'll just share the link for joining the webinar as well, okay. I'll just share that how you can register for that webinar. That's a free webinar, right? So now, guys, let's start for today. Okay, before I start for today, guys, I need again input from you. Please quickly share me the summary of yesterday's learning. Okay, so now people are responding. People saying list comprehension, map, lambda, filter. Okay, so that's good. Narayan. So that was the response from Sai Deepak. Narayan saying map reduce. Amina saying map and lambda. Okay, Narayan saying reduce, map, reduce, filter, map, utility, and all. Okay, good guys. Lambda import functions. Shruti is saying there. Sriram talking about list methods. No, Sriram, I think you are wrong. I think yesterday we were not talking about list methods, right? We were talking about functional programming concepts, Sriram. That was there, okay? So, okay, a lot of people have, okay, responded, guys, okay. Yeah, Shasti, okay, you're right, import funct tools, yeah, okay. Big data handling, you know, Dharni is saying around that, okay. Oh, okay, Shriram, no issue. Please, I think you missed that, right? Okay, no issue. Yeah. So let's start for today then, guys. Okay. So what are learning? What we are learning today? Let's focus on our RAPL now. So this is our RAPL, screen, guys. This is our RAPL interface where you are, getting two windows. One is editor window, main.py. We are going to write our code here. On the right side, you see there's a black background window called as console or the command prompt. Maybe you can say like that. So what we have for today, let's understand that, guys. Again, a very interesting part for today's as well. See, guys. Let's understand. Okay, so first I will talk about dictionary, guys. Okay, and then I'll talk about SAT later on. That's my agenda for today. Okay, now come to the problem statement. So we are starting with a problem statement first, and then accordingly we'll see what works best to solve that problem. Okay. So guys, this is multi-line comment. Okay, and inside that comment, I'm going to explain what the problem statement is. Okay. The problem statement is like that there is a student, okay, college or school student is there. So let's say he's she's a school student, and recently he or she has appeared in couple of exams. Okay, so what three exams she or he has written. One exam was for physics. Okay, so in physics, the student scored around, let's say, 50 marks. Okay. In subject chemistry, okay, so I can just remove them. Okay. So in the subject chemistry, he scored, let's say, 61. And in subject math, he scored, let's say, 79, for example. Okay. So now, guys, you can see that a student has appeared in 3 exams, and this is the report card. Okay. So where we are talking about that in the physics, he or she got 50. In chemistry, he or she got 61. In maths, he got or she got 79. So this is, the statement. Okay. And now, guys, what we want to do, we want to store this information. We want to store this information using some Python data structure. So what we want to do, guys, we want to store this information using Python data structures. Okay. So as of now, one data structure that we are aware of is a list. Okay. But if you talk about list, guys, what we can do, how we can use, that list to store this information. Maybe we can do one thing. Maybe what we can do, we store these subject names in a separate list and store the corresponding marks in a separate list. So, one approach that I can see, guys, I'll talk about all other, approaches as well. So one approach that I know can be like this, that I take a list with the name subject names, for example. So this is your list name, guys. Okay, and now I'll talk about three subjects here. So what are the subjects we have? Physics is there, so that becomes my first entry in this list. Then we have the second subject name, that is chemistry, guys. And then I have in the last, that's maths. So these are three subject names, and they are now a part of a list, and the name of that list is subject names. So guys, this is there we have. Okay, now similarly, what I can do, I can take one more list. Okay, I can take one more list, and in that list I will store marks. Okay, so maybe I can say subject marks, and inside that, guys, what I will do, I will specify the marks, but in the same order, the order that I have taken to specify the subject names. So that means the first I have to enter physics marks. So how many marks it was? 50 marks. So I write 50 here. Okay. Then I need to mention that the marks in the chemistry. So these are 61. So here we get chemistry marks, and here we get maths 79 marks. So these are the cases. Okay, and now, guys, okay, by just looking at these lists, it is very easy for me that if I want to know how many marks in the physics he or she got, so I will just say, okay, physics is at first location. That means corresponding marks are also at first location. Okay, okay, chemistry is a second location, obviously, then the marks are also at second location. The maths is at the third position or final position, so the corresponding marks are like that only. Okay, and if I want to know programmatically, that means I want to write a Python code, and using that code, what should I get, guys? I should be able to get marks in the math subject. I want to print what? I want to print marks in the math subject. So how I can do that? So first of all, I want to know that what is the index location of math subject in the first list, that is subject name. So first of all, I want to know that what is the index location of my subject in which I'm interested. Okay, and correspondingly I will use that index to fetch the marks from the second list. Okay, visually I can see, guys, that math is at index 2, but I should be able to get this information using Python code. So how I will check that what is the index of my math subject? So I will just say subject names, this is the list name, and then I will apply a method called index, and inside that I will specify my subject name, so that is maths. Okay, so here you can see, guys, if I print this, I should be able to print that what is the index of subject math, that you can see, guys. So let's it's running. Okay, okay, let's run it again. Maybe issue with connectivity. Just hold on, guys. So let's refresh it in case we're getting some issue. So I'm just refreshing it, guys. we were not getting any response from that. So I'm just refreshing that part. So it's booting now. Okay, we're ready to use. Oh, so we have lost the code. Okay, no issues. We'll just get it back. So here I, paste it. Okay, guys. So this is, what we wrote, and let's see what we get in the print. So this time, guys, we are trying to. Can you see, guys? We got 2 here. So why we got 2 here? Because that is the index of which subject, guys? Math subject. And now what I can do, I can use this index to fetch the marks or score from this list. So how I can do that, guys? I can say print, and then I will just take this list, subject marks, and now I will pass the index to here. So now it will give me the marks in math subjects, and here you can see, guys, we got 79. Do you think that, guys, it's a very good idea? The way we have managed our data, right? The way we have taken 2 lists separately. One list is storing the subject name, another list is storing the marks. Is it a very good idea, guys, that this is the right way to approach this problem and store the data in that way? I don't think so. It's a very good idea. Because why it's not a very good idea? Because you're not using a single data structure. You are using 2 data structures here, right? One data structure is subject name, so obviously this is list, and the other one is subject marks. Obviously that is also a list, but at least you are managing it through 2 lists, and that is not a very good idea to have. Okay, maybe you can do one more thing. You can create a list like this, guys. You can create a list. So let's say this is your list, guys. And now inside that list, okay, I'm just telling you every possible way to handle this problem. So maybe what we can do, we take up a list, and now inside this list, guys, we create a 3 tuples, right? We create 3 tuples. And what the tuples will have, each tuple will have a subject name and marks. Each tuple will have a subject name and marks. So the first tuple will have an entry like, what is the subject name, guys? Physics. So that becomes my the first entry in the first tuple, and that would be the marks. So I write marks here. Can you see, guys? This is marks. Okay. Similarly, guys, in the second tuple, I will write the subject name first. So chemistry is there, and then I will write the marks one, right? And then, guys, I will do one more thing, that I will, in the third tuple, I will write maths as a subject, and then I will say the marks are 79. Okay, guys. So that you can see as of now. Here you can see, guys, that this way I have now managed the entire information using just one list. And now, guys, how I can get the marks in the maths. Now how I can get the marks in the math subject. So maybe I can get that. Okay, that would be a kind of a little difficult, because now you can see, guys, that visually I can sense that math is at the last. Math is at the last. And see, guys, what happens. And here you see list 1, that is my name of the list. And if I say -1, guys, what will happen in that case? It will print me. Okay, I can write 2 here as well. Even with the answer, with the 2, it is going to give me the same output. So here you see. Okay, now, guys, I have a tuple, and inside this tuple, if I want to know, okay, inside this tuple, if I want to know that what is the first entry, so maybe I have to use a one more index, right? So this is kind of, can you see, guys? From here to here, just have a look, guys. From here to here, it is talking about a tuple, which is holding maths as the first name and the 79 as the second entry. And then, guys, this index is basically specifying the first location from that tuple. and obviously that is our subject name. Okay, so this is how you get the mark subject name, and now if you specify this to 1, you will get the corresponding marks in the math subject as well. Okay, you will get the corresponding marks in the math subject as well. Okay, so this is how a little better approach, guys, little better approach than the earlier one where we were using 2 list names, right? Here I just manage my entire problem in a 1 list only, but this is somehow has become a little complex, because, right, what has happened, guys, is it clear, guys, that what I have done in the second example, that how I have stored the information? Can you see, guys, that I have taken a list, okay, and inside a list I have taken 3 tuples. One tuple is corresponding to one subject and corresponding marks, another subject and corresponding marks, another subject and then corresponding marks. Okay, and now, what I told you, guys, I told you about this indexing, right? That using list 1 and then specifying the index 2, you will go to the last tuple that you can see, guys, and now you are inside this last tuple, and if you want to get the first item from this tuple, you have to specify the index 0 here. Okay, so that will give the maths, guys, so this is how and now, guys, there is one little problem here. Narayan, is that clear now, guys? Now there is a little problem, and you have to tell me that how you will get the index, that at which index your math data is, how you will get that index. Okay, how in a Python code, okay, by just looking at this list I can get to know that physics at index 0, chemistry tuple is at index 1, maths tuple is at index 2, but how you will check it programmatically, how you will do that, guys? Do you have any idea how you will do that? As such, there is no direct method, the way I did here, guys, the way I did here. There is no direct method available, because now inside the list you have a tuple basically, right? So you will have to write a little code, then only you can get to know what is the index of your subject. So maybe how you can do that, guys? Do you have any idea, guys, that how you can find out that what is the index of your this tuple which is holding a subject name and marks? Guys, it's a little advanced topic, obviously, but how you will do that? Can you guys let me know how you will do that? Any idea from you? अरे क्या हुआ, सब लोग चुप हो गए? प्रॉब्लम तो समझ में आई? Did you get the idea? Did you get the problem statement, guys? Okay. So can we do one thing? Can we do? Obviously, we have to search for math subject, right? And in that searching process, we will come to know that what is the index that we can use to fetch the information. Okay. So guys, can we do one thing? Can we write something like that? That for each, let's say you call this as a record. Okay. So for each record in list 1, okay, you say there is some keyword used for record. So I just say RD. Okay, I'll just say item. Oh no, it's okay. Okay, fine, we can use it. So for each record in list 1, print record. Let's see, guys. We want to do this way. What will happen? Let's see. Let's see the output first. Can you see, guys? We got 3 outputs here. Okay. And now, guys, what just look at this code. That can be very interesting part. Now what you have in the record, inside the record you have two entries, subject name and the marks. So maybe I can also do this, instead of record, what I can write, I can write subject name, okay, subject name and marks, for example. So now you can see, guys, what I'm writing, that for each subject name and marks in list one, right, what I want to print now, I want to print subject name comma marks, for example. Let's see then how it will change. Guys, can you see? Now I do not see a tuple in the output, because now I'm not getting the tuple. I'm getting tuple, but I have unpacked it, right? So now the subject name will go to this variable and the score will go to this variable. And that's why I can print it like that. Okay. So now here you can see. But I don't want to print. What is my motto? I want to know the index, right? That what the index we have. So maybe we can do one thing, guys, that rather than print, I can say if subject name, okay, so if subject name, for example, is equal to maths, okay, if subject name is equal to maths, then what I need to print, guys, I just need to print marks, because I want to actually find out the marks only, right? So now here I'm just saying if the subject name is equal to maths, print marks, okay? And let's see, guys, if that will work for us, because now in that case we will only get a marks corresponding to math. Not every record would be printed here. And can you see, guys? We just got 79 as a output, okay? But as of now, guys, one information is missing, right? Although somehow we are able to get the data, okay, we are somehow able to get the marks, but still we don't know what index it is, right? Still we do not have any idea where the where the index was. You don't have idea, right? You are just making a comparison and just printing the marks. That's it. If this condition becomes true, you will print the marks, otherwise no. And you don't have any idea around what the index you have. So maybe you can do one thing which is not a very good idea, but still you can manage it. Can you do something like that? That initially our index is 0, so the one variable we are taking here, right? And now what will happen, guys, right? What will happen that with the starting from index 0, right? And here I can print the index as well, okay? So I can just print index as well, and I can print the marks as well. And then I can, just increment the index is equal to index plus 1. Let's see how, will it work or not for us, okay? So see, guys, can you see, guys? Now we got the index 2 and the corresponding mark 79 as well. But there is a problem in this code. Can you see, guys? First, we had to take a separate variable and initialize it to 0. This is a very, C programming style, but it's not a good approach in Python. This is not encouraged, guys. This is not the way to do that. So how we can do this in Python? So I just making a copy here. Some of the things can be little tricky for you guys today. Okay. Some of the things can be a little tricky. So I'm just removing it. I don't need it actually. I don't need a separate variable like this. Can you see, guys? I don't need this. I'll just write it later on. Okay. And now, guys, there is a keyword which is called as enum. Okay. So I'm using enum keyword, and I will apply that enum keyword on the list one. Now, enum also gives me an index basically. So I can just write a one more variable index here. Okay. And now here you see, guys, what will happen. We will print, now we will print the index as well. Okay. We will print the subject name as well. And we will print the marks as well. Can you see? So this time we are going to print, is it enum or, okay, it should be done, enumerate. Let me check. Okay, yeah, well, guys, it's enumerate. And see guys what happens. Just a minute. Okay, so let's see if index, and this is okay. Here I can say one thing. I can just write item. Okay, then I will change it later on. So I just say item. Go on. Okay. Just hold on. Okay. Here we are at Python. Let's see if we are able to get our data back. I don't think so. We'll get it back. Okay, because okay, let me check if I have something. Okay, that was our case, guys. Okay, so this was our case. Okay, list one is not defined yet, so I can write a list one here, and that would be something like that, guys. So I will take 3 tuples here, then here, okay, and then I will write physics as the first subject, guys, okay. The marks, let's say 50, then I will write chemistry here, guys, okay, and then I will say 50, and then we have a chemistry, and then marks were 61 if you remember, and then finally we have maths here, guys, and then we have how many marks were 79, I think, right? So these were the marks, guys, and let's run it again. We'll see if that works. Okay, so we got it. And now, guys, I'm just going to change it. So I will just change it here, guys. Okay, and now I want to print the index as well. So how you can print the index? See this. For each index, comma, let's say item in enumerate. So this is how you enumerate the list one, and then you say print. Okay, and then what you print, guys? Index and item. See if that works for us or not. Oh, we got it. Can you see, guys? Now we are getting index corresponding to every tuple. Can you see, guys? We are getting index as well. And now we are not managing it. We are not managing indexes like this. You know, enumerate itself is taking care of that. Enumerate gives you the indexes. That is the additional information. So along with the data, guys, what you get? Enumerate also gives you the index, and that's why I have taken a one more variable here, guys. So item will have that item will have that tuple, right? And this would be the index. So this way, guys, you can see that our maths is at index 2. You can probably see here. And if that doesn't work, you really want to print the final number, right? So here you can see, guys, now if item, okay, index 0 is equal to maths, okay, if item 0, because what the item 0 will be. Item 0 would be the subject name, okay, and if that is the case, guys, I just need to print the index. That's it, okay. So now it will print me the final index only. So let's see if that works, or do we need any changes here? Guys, can you see? This time we got only the index of 2. Okay. So in the last 10-15 minutes, guys, I have taken you to a lot of new concepts, if you remember, right? How we started? We started with the problem that how we can store a data corresponding to a subject name and a marks, subject name and the marks. Then what the first approach we took, guys? We took an approach that where we were taking 2 separate lists. One separate list was for storing the subject names only. The one a list was for storing the marks only. Then I told you that you can take this approach as well, where you are storing a subject name and marks as a tuple, subject name as marks as a tuple, and putting them in a list, right? And then we got a problem there, right? The problem was that, right? So guys, mind it, okay? Just a question, just say this index is equal to 0 is the initialization for this part. If I remove, which is not a Pythonic code, guys, this is not a Python code. This is kind of a jugaad, okay, in C programming way. This is not the Python code. I just remove it. This is the right code that you see on the line number 6 now. This is the Pythonic code. And here you don't need to initialize anything, right? It will automatically start from 0. Can you see? This is there. Okay, you don't have to initialize anything. No initialization, nothing is compulsory here. But if you are, so can you see, guys? So here, right? And if I remove this condition as of now, right? If I remove this condition as of now, and I just want to print index and item, okay? Index and item, then you will see the complete picture that it is giving us an index for every record, okay? Can you see 0, 1, and 2? If you're not happy with the 0 index, still you have one more chance that you can specify start is equal to, let's say, you want to start with index 10, for example, okay? You want to start with the index 10. So let's see what we get in the response, guys. Can you see? This time our index started from 10 and then 11, then 12. But if you do not specify this start, it will start from 0 only, guys. क्या guys, दिमाग हिल गया या अभी भी सही ठिकाने पे है, अपनी जगह पे है? Okay, so Rohit is saying yes. So I assume that he got it. Okay. Guys, are you getting it? Redmi 6 Pro is saying maja aa gaya. Okay. So guys, I think it was a little, tricky, but you guys have been putting your days in Python for last 5 days. So I think not a big deal to understand, I'm just doubting my capability where I made you understand or not. That's it. So this is, was about the enumerate. Now, guys, I'm moving. Right now, I'm moving to the third approach, which is the most simple approach to store this data. Guys, now I'm moving to a most simple approach where we will store our data. Okay. And that approach is known as dictionary, okay? And how we use a dictionary to store this kind of data, let's understand that, guys. So this is the initialization of a dictionary that you can see, guys. We are using curly braces, okay? And now, okay? So now, guys, how you store the data in a dictionary, please, just look. Guys, here we will write our subject name, everybody, okay? And then after writing the subject name, I use colon. And then after the colon, I can write the marks. Okay. So marks were, guys, how much marks they were? I forgot it. 50. Okay. So 50 marks were there. Okay. Now I have comma. Then, guys, I can add one more entry in the same dictionary. Okay. This time I write another subject name, chemistry. Okay. That is there. Then I go a colon. And then I say marks 61. So that becomes my second entry in the dictionary, guys. And now, guys, after physics, after chemistry, now I talk about the math subject. So this becomes the math subject and then colon. And then I say how many marks I was? It was like 79. So, guys, this is a dictionary, and now in this dictionary it has got 3 records. This is called a record, guys. This is the first record, this is the second record, and this is the third record. And basically this record is called as a key value pair. This record is called as a key value pair. Okay. And what is the key and what is the value here, guys? This, what you have before column, it is called as key. And what you get after the column, it is called as value. So, guys, how you mention it, guys? This is your key and then column, then the value. So this is your key value pair, and this is called as one record. So in our dictionary, this is our one record. In our dictionary, this is another record. In our dictionary, this is one more record, guys. Okay. So it has 3 items, actually. It has 3 records. and I can give some name to this object now. So let's say I say dict1 is equal to this. This is the complete initialization of a dictionary, guys. This is the complete initialization of a dictionary. And now if I want to know that how many records this dictionary has, I can again use alien method that will give me that what is the number of records in your dictionary. And here you see, guys, we're getting 3 in the output. That means it has got 3 records. But what was my problem, guys? My problem was that I wanted to know the marks in the math subject. And now here it is damn easy. How you can do? You just need to use your dictionary name, that is dict1, and use the subject name as an index, guys. So I'm using a square bracket, and inside the square bracket you just to mention the name of the key, right? And the name of the key here is the name of the subject only, right? So you just need to mention this and you will get the corresponding marks, right? Can you see, guys, we got 79. We don't have to do anything as of now, right? We don't have to store the data separately in the separate list. We don't have to store tuples, right? We just have to store a key value pair in the dictionary, and that becomes the most easiest way for us to store such kind of information. Okay, that is there for you guys. And now these keys are always unique in nature, guys. These keys cannot be duplicate. You cannot have two entries with the same key, right? You do not have the same key with 2 entries. You can only have 1 key. So only unique values are allowed in the key. Values can be duplicated. So here I can have 50 marks here, and even in the maths I can have 50 marks. So that is there. So guys, is the simpler one approach? This is called dictionary, guys. Key value pair combinations, dictionary, a very important part in the Python programming. Guys, please respond. कुछ तो respond कर दिया करो भाइयों. Okay, yeah. सोना नहीं है. Okay. Saturday का मतलब ये नहीं है कि अब नींद लेंगे. Okay, good. Now guys, couple of interesting points, right? Couple of interesting points around dictionary. Let's say the student is not happy. Okay, let's say a student is not happy with his physics marks, and he's saying, no sir, I wrote the exam very well, these marks are not good, I need to go for re-evaluation. So he goes for a re-evaluation, and after the re-evaluation, guys, he gets 65 marks in this physics. So after re-evaluation, guys, how many marks he got in the physics? 65 marks he has got. But in our dictionary, in our data store, still marks in the physics are 50. So we have to update this data. How we can update this data? We can easily update this data like this, guys, that first we have to write the dictionary name, and then we have to write the key, that is our subject, and then we have to use assignment operator, and then we have to write new marks. That's it. Nothing, not a big deal. So now what will happen, guys? This is basically picking the dictionary one and then corresponding to this record, right? So basically this is what? This is the value. So as of now that will print 50 for you, right? As of now it will print a 50 for you. Can you see, guys? Dict1. And now if I say physics, what will happen in that case? If you say something like that, you get 50 here. Okay, and now, guys, I am assigning a new value. I'm assigning a new value. Will it be allowed or not? So let's see, guys. Dict1 physics 65, and now let's print our dictionary. Can you see, guys? We are printing the dictionary, and can you see, guys? Physics 65. That means this data has been changed now, and now we are getting 65. That means we can modify a dictionary. Dictionary is mutable. Dictionary can be changed. Dictionary can be modified, guys, right? And now if you print dictionary one, dict1, and now if you go for a key like physics, right? So here, oh my God, just a minute. So, okay, now you will get the 65. So dictionary is mutable. Dictionary can be changed, guys. It can be changed. So this is what you have. Okay. Let's do one more thing. That guy, that student, also appeared in additional, elective subjects, right? So no Javed, nothing like that. Okay, you can have anything in the key and anything in the value, guys. In the value you can have integer, in the value you can have float, in the value you can have a boolean value, in the value you can have none as well, in the value you can have other things as well. I will explain them later on, right? So guys, let's say this guy also appeared in one more examination, right? And that this time he also appeared for a bio. Okay, so kind of a dual, right? So this time, guys, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to insert a new record in the dictionary. As of now we only have 3 records, right? We only have 3 records. So now, guys, I'm trying to insert a new record. So how I can do that, guys? So dict1 is there, and now let's say what is the new subject. Bio, let's say, is the new subject, and how many marks he got in the bio, let's say. So he, for example, he got 73 marks here, right? So this way, guys, now we are adding a new data record, and here you will see, guys, we have this bio as well. That means वैल्यू तो चेंज कर ही सकते हैं, हम चाहें तो क्या कर सकते हैं, एक नया रिकॉर्ड का एंट्री भी कर सकते हैं. ओके, कैन वी डिलीट एज वेल? यस, वी कैन डिलीट. सो लेट्स से वी वांट टू डिलीट record corresponding to chemistry, for example, or let's say corresponding to bio only, right? So how you do that? Dict1 and then say bio. Okay, so this way what will happen, guys? As of now you can see there is a record corresponding to bio, and if I say dict1, please have a look on the console. So if I say dict1 bio, what will happen? It will print me the mark 73. But if I delete that record, what will happen, guys? After deletion of this record, you will see I do not see bio there. Can you see, guys? No. So this way, when you say dict1 bio, you are just specifying the key here, but it will remove the value. That means it will completely remove the record corresponding to this key. Okay, corresponding to this key. So guys, is this clear to you? Is this clear to you that how we have used a dictionary? Okay, how we have used dictionary. Okay, a couple of things, guys. Satish, yes, you can replace. That means, let's say you are not happy. So if I remove this statement, so you will see that you have got a record bio is equal 73. Can you see? We got a record dict1, see, bio 73. You can change it. So let's say I told you earlier as well, let's say bio, right? And now you say that no, let's say marks are 89, for example. So what will happen now? You are finally going to write 89 in the dictionary. So this will get replaced, right? And now you will get dict1, and now here you can see we got the bio 89. So this is how you replace the value as well. Okay. Now, guys, other things as well. If we can do one thing as well. Let's remove as of now this, guys, everything. Here you see. This is our dictionary. Okay. And no, not possible, Satish, because keys are unique, right? Not possible, right? So that is there. Okay. So you cannot replace a subject. That means replacing a subject means first you need to remove that, and then you can probably make a new entry, something like that. Satish. Okay. Now, guys, just hold on, right? And I just need to show a couple of other things as well to you. If I run a for loop on this, what will happen? If I run a for loop, I can run a for loop. How to run a for loop? Let's say you want to know the key names only. You want to know the keys names. That's it. You're not interested, right? No, Santosh, not possible. Okay. So, guys, what you want? All the key names. You can do that. You can, guys, you can call a method called dict1.keys. Dict1.keys. Can you see? dict1 dot keys. And now can you see, guys, we are only getting a list of keys. Okay, and if I want, I can run a loop and print the key names one by one. So how I can do that, guys? For each key in dict1 dot keys, dict1 dot keys. Okay, and there you see, guys, you will just print a key here. Okay, and now you will see, guys, because you have called this method, right, this placeholder, this variable only get the keys from my dictionary one. And can you see, guys, this time we are printing only the key names. Similarly, I can print the values as well, right? So we can do this as well, that for each value in dict1 dot values. Okay, dict1 dot values. Can you see, guys, this is there. And then I say print value. Okay, so it will print me only the values. Can you see? It will only print me the values only. Oh, let's run that. So need to issue with my okay, we got it. It was a little late. So can you see, guys, we got the subject names from this loop and we got the marks only from this loop. So that is printing the keys only, that is printing the values only, right? And key and value, you can have anything here, because I told you, right, that this is a name which you can have anything. So maybe you can say K, then you have to just print K. Maybe you can see V, so you just have to print V in that case. So that the name can be anything, right? Methods are there. The method cannot be different. Method is going to same, but you can have any name here, Lokesh. Okay, so here you can see the output is there. Okay, after this, guys, we have also one more method which is called as dict1 dot items. That will print keys and value together, right? So how we can do that, guys? For each item in dict1 dot items. Can you see, guys? For each item in dict1 dot items, here you say print item. Okay, so now it will print both. Can you see, guys? It is printing me physics again, same that tuple story you are getting. And if you want to separate them, you don't want to print them as a tuple, so you will have to do what, guys? You will have to remove this item and use K comma V here. Okay, because now items will give a tuple. Okay, and now K will hold the key or V will hold the value, right? So you can print K comma V here. So K comma V is here, and here you see, guys, okay, that is there. Okay, now you see we do not get the tuple, simple entries here. And now, guys, if I want to print the value first and then key later, as of now you can see the key is coming first and then the value is coming later on. What I need to change, guys, if I want to print the value first, nothing big deal, right? I just need to say V first and then K first, right? What is the big deal here? So now you will print the value first and then you will get the marks. Can you see? This is there. Okay, so is it interesting, guys? Dictionaries are very good, actually. And if someone is from C++ or Java background, I think he will understand that this is something called associative arrays. This is similar to associative arrays, actually. And so this is how a little a background I gave you around and one more thing, guys, one more thing, in the value, right? In the value you can give a list as well. Okay, so let's say there were 2 midterms conducted for chemistry, right? So maybe we can specify separate marks. So I can say in the first midterm I got 30 and in the second midterm, let's say I got 31. Okay, so this way is also possible. Okay, that is okay. And if you don't want this, maybe you can use a dictionary as well here. And now here you can say that in the first midterm, MT1, I got 30. And in the second midterm, right, I got, let's say, 31. So this is, here you can see, guys. Okay. And now what will happen, guys, if you want to know that how many marks you got in the MT1, how you will check it out? So first you have to go to the dictionary and then check for a key called chemistry. Okay. Check for a key called chemistry. So this is there, guys. Chemistry, dict 1. Can you see? MT130 and MT2. So that means I have taken a dictionary inside dictionary. This is called a case of nested dictionary, guys. This is the case called a nested dictionary. And now if you want to know the marks in MT only, you don't have to do anything. You just need to mention one more index, and here you have to say MT1. So what will happen, guys? From this to this, you will get a dictionary. And from inside that dictionary, you are specifying one more index. That means it will fetch the, I just, missed that comma. Okay, so now you will see, guys, we got a 30 here. We got a 30 here. Is that clear now, guys? Is that clear that how come we can write a dictionary as a, so in the value I'm using dictionary here, guys. So it is a case of, what you call it? A case of nested dictionary. This is called as a case of nested dictionary. Samajh mein aaya, guys? Are you getting it or not? Dictionary concepts. Okay. After having a quick introduction around dictionaries, let's move to a new topic now, guys. Let's move to a new topic. And what the new topic is, and now I will talk about a set. Okay, so let's see, guys. I will first introduce them. So how I will introduce them, let's understand. Okay, so guys, let's see, I have a list and it has a couple of items inside that. So how many lists? Okay, how many items we have? Let's say we have a list like this: 1, then 2, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 2, and then 1. Can you see, guys? 1, then 2, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 2, and then 1. This is my list, guys. Now, guys, what I want to do, please listen my problem statement. What I want to do on this list, I want a one more list as a output. I want list as a output. And in that list, I should have unique values from this list. That means, unique values means there should be no repetition of the value in that list. So guys, in the output, what I want 1, I want 2, I want 3, I want 4, and that's it. Okay. Now here you can see, guys, there is no repetition here, right? But here in the list 1, you can see you have a repetition. So I want only the distinct, items from the list 1. I want only the distinct items from the list 1. How I can solve this problem? Can I make use of loop here, guys, and solve this problem? Can I make use of a loop and solve this problem? Let's see how I can do that. Everybody focus here, guys. Let me take that list is list 2, guys. So initially that is blank. Can you see, guys? This list 2 is blank initially. I will put all my distinct values here in the list 2. But how I'm going to do it? Let's see, guys. For that, I'm going to say for each item in list 1. For each item in list 1. Okay. Now, guys, if, can you see? If item not in list 2. Can you see why I'm writing it, guys? I'm just checking. If item is not in the list 2, then I have to append that item into the list 2. And this way, guys, I will always add the distinct item only. Because if that item is already added in the list 2, this condition will become false and it will not append the item. So now guys, let's see what is happening here. A quick solution to our problem. So can you see guys what we get in the list 2? We get the same. But guys, again, not a very good idea in terms of Python. That is doable. You can do it. No issues with that. But we have one more shortcut way. What is the shortcut way, guys? I can, so rather than doing this way, right? Rather than doing this way, I can typecast my list 1 to a set. Can you see, guys? I can typecast to a new, a data type set. Okay, and let's say I take this as S1, for example. And now see, guys, what happens. And let me print S1 here. Can you see, guys? In the S1, only the distinct values are there. This S1 is basically a set. This is a set, guys. Can you see? This is a set. And set has a property, guys. Set has always unique values, only unique values. Okay? So this is how, and it will have no duplicate, obviously. When I say unique values, it will have no duplicate. But guys, can you see? S1 is having a curly braces, right? S1 is having a curly braces. And don't get confused with the dictionary, guys. Dictionary also uses curly braces, if you remember. But in a dictionary, you see key value pairs, right? You see key colon value pairs, right? But in the set, you don't see key value. You have curly braces, no doubt, but the values are directly written, right? That way. So, what I wanted, guys, I wanted output in the list format only. And as of now, the output is in the set format. So I just need to say list 2, okay? And then typecast a set as well, right? So how I can do that? I can do that. So finally, the way I wanted my output, I have got that. So here you see 1, 2, 3, 4. So guys, is that clear? Was this the case good to you, that how we have used a set approach to figure out the unique values from a given data? That data is stored in a list 1. Okay, that is there. Cool, guys. Okay, I'll just have a couple of other examples from the set and see, guys. Guys, do you have a subject, or do you had a subject called DMS, Discrete Mathematics? Did you have that subject, guys, DMS? And in that DMS subject, you had a topic set theory, if you remember, guys, set theory, right? That was there. Okay. So let me, guys, I have a set here, something like that, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then I have another set with the name S2, and then again I have a couple of values here, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now guys, what I want to do, I want to merge them. Okay, I want to merge them S1 and S2. So how I can do that, guys? I can do something like print S1 dot union. Union is a method, guys, right? Union is a method, right? And in the union, I have to specify the S2. So this way, what will happen, guys? The meaning of this statement is this, that, unite S1 items with the S2 and create a new set. Okay, so here you will see, guys, we get the output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Guys, and can you see, guys, 3, 4 is there as well, and 3, 4 is there as well in the S1 and S2 both. But in the output, it is coming only for 1, because we cannot have a repetition in the case of set. Guys, I have a question for you, that what would be the output of this command if I say S1 dot intersection S2? What would be the command, guys, in that case? S1 dot intersection. What would be the output of this statement, guys? Intersection, guys, intersection means common values, common data, right? So you have only 2, items which are common in S1 and S2. So 3 and 4. So here you see, guys, you get a 3 and 4, guys. That is there. Okay, guys, also mind it, we can change the set, right? It's not like that you cannot modify the set. You can modify a set. So maybe you can say something like s1 dot add, and let's say you want to add a new number 10. So it will add a new value 10. So can you see, guys, we got a 10 here as well. Okay, we can remove as well, right? We can remove. So how we can remove? S1 dot remove 10. So this way, remove method will also remove a data. The one important aspect of the set is, guys, you can also go for a loop as well, right? So you can apply a loop as well, that for each item in S1, and then you say print item. Can you see? So this is allowed in case of a set. But one thing that is not allowed, guys, and that will give you the error. Let's see, guys. What if I want to print the first item from the set like this using an index mechanism, guys? Will it be print something, or will it give an error? No, guys, it will give an error to us because sets are unordered and they have no index mechanism, guys. What I tell you, sets are unordered. Unordered means they do not have any sequence, right? And they do not have a sequence. Why? Because they do not keep index information, right? So they have no index mechanism. Okay, so they have no index mechanism. So this is, guys, 0. And that's why, can you see, guys, we are getting error. Object is not subscriptable. Subscriptable means using indexing. So indexing is not allowed in case of set. That is there. So, guys, now things like dictionary and set clear to you. Now things like dictionary and set clear to you. That how you can use a dictionary or how you can use a set as well. I put more focus on the dictionary, right? Anyway, that was why more focused area, because that will be required most of the time. So I just wanted to have a focus there. Okay. Now, guys, okay. So Javed Ahmed Khan is saying, sir, how to retrieve data from a particular index in sets? No, you can't do that, Javed, because they do not have any index mechanism as such. Okay. Can we have something like that I enumerate it? Okay, so let's see if that is possible or not. Okay, maybe I can just understand that part, if that is doable. What's the wrong with it? Okay, something. Okay, so if that is possible or not, let me check. Index is there. Okay, and then we have index here. This is there, and here you see. I'll just comment it out. Okay, that's not allowed. Okay. I'm just trying to. Okay, can you see? So here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're getting the indexes. But Ahmed, don't get an impression that you can use indexing in the S1. That is just because we are trying to iterate, right? And that's why it is giving you those indexes, right? But you should never use indexes, because that will give you error, because that is unordered. Okay. Now, guys, let me give you a very a kind of a example that will set your mind clearly that how you can use a dictionary in some of the cases. So I tell you one case here, guys. So I'm just removing everything, and everybody focus. Again, it is a very important part, and I will try to summarize everything that you have learned from the day one. Okay, I'll try to summarize everything that you have learned from the day one. See this, guys. What is that case? I want to write a program. Okay, I want to write a program, and in that program, guys, I want to write a student name. Guys, you know what I want to write? I want to write a student name and his marks. Okay, so I want to store them in a dictionary format. Guys, mind it what I'm saying. So how I want to store? I want to store something like that. That is the simple example I can say. Let's say I say Rajesh Khanna. Okay, so and here he gets, let's say, 50 marks. Okay, and then I say let's say for example Mukesh. Okay, for example Muhammad okay, Muhammad Ahmed Khan. Okay, so 3, and then let's say I want to store 45, for example. I want 50. Okay, this way, and then he will just say Mukesh 34. He will say Muhammad Ahmed Khan. Okay, this way. Okay, 45. That's it, and so on. This goes on, right? So in a loop, we have to enable the user that he can write names this way and marks names this way, and then, guys, we have to process this input and convert this input to which format? In a key value pair, and store that data in a dictionary. So let me tell you, guys, it may look a good problem to solve. So let's see how we are going to do that. Okay, I'll just solve it, guys, for you. I just came to this problem because someone asked me that how we take input from the dictionary, for dictionary. Narayan Chaudhary was asking that question. So see this, guys. First of all, if you want to take multiple inputs from the user, what should we go for? Should we go for looping, guys? Yes, we should go for looping. Okay, and then the loop is like that, true. Okay, then I can say, let's say that entry, for example, I will make it entry. Entry is equal to input, and then I say enter name and marks. Okay, enter name and marks. So this is how I can say this, guys. Okay, and also one more thing, guys. Okay, here I can say, for example, also one thing. I'm just going to print as of now directly. I'm just printing it. And when I will terminate this loop, guys, if user process, user gives no data, I should come out of this loop. So how I can do that, guys? I will say if not entry. Now, guys, why I'm using if not entry. If not entry, I will just say break. Guys, can you see? Will it work for us or not? See. Here we go. Enter the name and marks. So I say this time, for example, Mukesh 50, for example. So it says Mukesh 50. Again, asking enter name and marks. This time I say Muhammad Ahmed Khan, right? So 45. So again, it gives me, right? And then I say Rajesh, Khanna. Okay, so it takes that also. So find this one. And now I don't give anything and directly press enter. Can you see, guys? It is out of the loop. That means so far it's working fine. But now, guys, what we have to do? Now we have to split this entry. We have to split this entry into what? Into key and value. And what is the key and value in our case? Guys, can you see this name of any length will become a key, and this data, this marks will become a value for us. So let's see, guys. For example, I write the code here. If entry, for example, is like this, entry is like this, Rajesh Khanna 50. Okay, so this is the case, guys. Can you see? This is the case, guys. Rajesh Khanna, this. Okay. Now guys, I want to do what? I want to take his name as a key and these marks as a value. So first guys, how to get a name from this text? How to get name? So for that guys, what I need to do, I need to split it, right? So I will split them in a list one. So let's say list one is there guys, and how I can do that is split entry dot split. Can you see guys? So this way, now you will see what I have in the list one. I have Rajesh separate, Khanna separate, 50 separate. Okay, so how I can get the marks, guys? So marks can be easily got like this. Marks is equal to list one. And now, guys, you know that marks are at the last entry. So I can directly say like that -1. Can you see, guys? And now let's print the marks. But can you see, guys, that marks are still in str format? They need to be in integer. So what I need to, guys, in the next, I need to do something like that. I need to typecast them into the marks. Can you see, guys? It's a very interesting problem to solve, actually. And see, guys, finally we got the marks. So that will work as a value for us. Now, question is that how to get the name, right? As of now, my list is having like Rajesh is separate and Khanna is separate, right? So guys, if you see, if I say list, okay, and then if I say colon, and then I say -1, what will happen, guys? If I specify slicing like this, it will print everything for me, but not the last item. That means it will not print the 50 for me. It will give me the Rajesh Khanna only. So what I can do that, probably using this list portion, I can join back. That will give me the name. So now how I can do that, guys? So name, I will take one more variable name, okay? And then I will say a space and then dot join. So that we are going to join using space. And then I will say list one, guys. And then I will say -1. And here you see, we are going to join it. And now can you see, guys, we got the name. And name can be of any length. It doesn't matter, because what we have only done, we just remove this last part. It can have 2 items, it can have 1 item, it can have 4 items in the name. It doesn't matter. It's a generic code. It will handle everything, right? And now we got the so now this will become a key and the marks will become. So now how we can get an entry, guys? We can enter something like that, dict, and then I can say name, and then I can say a marks. So here, guys, we are going to handle that part. So let's do this in the code section now, guys. What we can do, we can have this code here. So I'm just picking this code here. I will put it here, guys. Where? Okay, I just need to remove this part. Here we go. Okay. Then what I need to say, guys, I need to have marks is equal to this. So I need to have this part as well, guys. Okay. Then I need to have a typecasting as well, guys. So I need to have a typecasting as well. So this is how I get the marks. Then I have to do this part, guys. So I will just do this part here. And then finally, I have to make an entry in the dictionary. So initially, I will take the dictionary, which is blank. And then finally, I will make an entry into the dict1 and then say name as the key and marks as the value. Let's see if it is working or not, or do we need any fix here, guys? So here we go. Finally, let's see. Okay, it's saying enter name and marks. So this time I say Rajesh Khanna. Okay. So 50. Okay, then I say Muhammad Ahmed Khan. Okay, let's say 45. And then I say Mukesh, for example, 51. Okay, 51. Okay, and now I press enter. And here you see we are out of this. And then we see dict1. And then we see, can you see, guys, we are in the dictionary now. Did you get it or not? That's how we have done it. Narayan Chaudhary. You must be happy now. गया या फिर कुछ पकड़ में आया, बाउंसर गया या फिर कैच कर लिया? Is it a bouncer, guys, or समझ में आया? Ritesh is saying catched it. Satish saying catch pakda. Okay. Devansh Jain, Devansh Singh Jamwal, what you have to do, you have to watch the video again. That is, so because why I'm just saying Devansh, because sometimes when you take some break and then, go back to the same piece of information, you get it quickly actually,
So
right?
Devansh is in 11th standard, sir. He's a student of a
Oh,
school.
I'm sorry Devansh, I'm sorry. So फिर ठीक है, यही approach लो Devansh. एक काम करो, ब्रेक लो और फिर वापस से वीडियो देखना यूट्यूब पे और फिर इस चीज को समझना कैसे हुआ है. ठीक है देवांश, समझ में आएगा तुमको. So this is how you guys can do that. Devansh, is that clear to you? No, Muzammil, no limit on that. Okay, no limit on that. So this is how you store dictionary as a data store, guys. Can you see? We have used dictionary as a data store in this example. Okay. So that ends my session for today, guys. But I just want to give you a quick intro on. Yeah, thank you, Nandini. That's good. I told you something, guys. What the AI is, what the data analytics is, right? What the ML is, and what the DL. I gave you these 4 terms. Okay. Let me first give you a definition around data analytics. So guys, data analytics means, analyzing your data. And from that analysis, we should be able to get some insight. We should be able to, get some meaningful information. And based on that insight, we should be able to take some action, right? Because otherwise, if you do not take the action, right, how it is going to improve the business, or how it is going to improve the process, or how it is going to improve something, right? You may find out the insights, but if you do not take the action, nothing is going to happen. Okay. And let me take the example, guys. For example, you are a college student. Okay. You are in the 3rd year, for example, now. And you are now worried about your placement activities. Okay, and you want to know the past history of the placement, in your college. Then what you will do, guys? Let's say you go to your, a placement officer, or the faculty who is, handling the placement activities. So you go to the placement officer, and your placement officer, let's say, gives you an Excel sheet. And that Excel sheet has the data of last 10 years of placement information. So guys, now tell me that using this actual data, can you figure out that what has been the average package year on year? So average package year wise, can we get this, guys, data? Can we get this data? Average package year wise, that what was the average package in 19, then 18, then 17, then 16, and then 15, and so on. Can we get this data, guys? Yes. Okay. Can we get, guys, that what has been the maximum package year-wise? Can we get this information as well? Maximum package year-wise? Yes, we can get this package. And okay, can we get, guys, that what has been the highest package in last 10 years? Highest package so far in all years? Okay. Okay, can we get this information, guys, that which branch, right, is getting maximum placement opportunities? Which branch is getting maximum, opportunities in terms of placement? Can we get this data as well, guys? That are CSE people getting more placement opportunities, or IT or CSE or ECE or electrical or civil or mechanical and so on and so on, right? Can we get, guys, finding such information from the data? This is called as data analytics only. This is data analytics. And if you want to know the data analytics, right, and also one thing is also there is a concept of called visualization. What do you mean by visualization, guys? Showing your data in a graphical format. Showing your data in a graphical format is known as visualization, a very important part of the data analytics activity. And for that, guys, in the industry, people are using what? Pandas, right, is a library. Pandas, NumPy is a library. Obviously, you need to know Python, then only you can use Pandas, then only you can use NumPy, right? There is a very popular library, guys, that is used for visualization and making interactive, charts and everything. There is a popular library called Dash, very popular. Dash is there. So if you want to perform data analytics, what you should know, guys, you should know Python, you should know Pandas, you should know Dash, right? So guys, if you are a coder and you want to do data analytics using a code, then you have to use these libraries and you have to write the code. But there are other tools as well which do not require any coding. So there is a tool called Power BI from Microsoft Business Intelligence. This is a tool that can perform data analytics, right? There is a tool called Tableau. There is a tool called ClickView, right? There are, a couple of tools, but these three are the top, tools there: Tableau, Power BI, and ClickView. And these tools require no coding, actually, right? What happens, guys? Client always wants to, wants to have a customization, right? So in that way, you have to write some piece of code as well, right? So a tool is okay, but sometimes there may be a need to write a Python code as well. Okay, so that is there, guys. That is for you. Now coming to, and this is, now, guys, I say that in the project season that will, start soon, and we will conduct a webinar, free webinar for that as well, and we'll share all the details regarding that how you can participate and how you can work on the project, and how you can get a internship letter. All those kind of things will happen in that webinar. So guys, in that project season only, we are going to get a real client problem. We will solve that real client problem using Pandas, Dash, and Python, and HTML and CSS, little bit of HTML and CSS. And what is the good part in that project season, guys? First, we teach you these all concepts, and then you start work on the development. We do not put you on the development from the day one, because a lot of people are there who do not know a lot of things, and then they will not be able to complete. So we train them first, right? So first, for the first 2 weeks, it is training, and then in the next 2 weeks, it is development. So entire internship or that project season goes for 1 month, guys. It goes for 1 month. As of now, currently we have around 120, 130 students in the current season. So that is there. We'll announce these details, guys. And guys, if you want to register for that free webinar and want to know more details around project season, you can register yourself on this link, so that you can get all the data that how you can join that. So guys, this is the link. Sylvester sir, please check if this is fine. bit.ly.forsk webinar 5, right? Yes, Redmi laptop is compulsory for project season. Otherwise, you will not be able to do that. How you will write a code without a laptop, right? वीडियो तो देखने नहीं है वहाँ पे, तो ट्रेनिंग के बाद वहाँ पे प्रोजेक्ट भी बनाना है ना. तो प्रोजेक्ट बनेगा कैसे? उसके लिए तो यू हैव टू हैव लैपटॉप और डेस्कटॉप, कुछ तो होना चाहिए, अदरवाइज नहीं कर पाएंगे आप. ठीक है. So guys, just register for it if you want more details around that project season. And I think having a project, a real project in your resume, it is going to be really important for you. अगर एक सही सा प्रोजेक्ट रिज्यूमे में दिख जाता है ना, तो अपने आप ही इंटरव्यूअर उसी पे फोकस करता है, उसी के सवाल पूछेगा, उसी पे सब चीजें पूछेगा. और एक रिज्यूमे होता है जिसमें पता लगा यार ये तो फर्जी लिखा हुआ है ना, ये तो प्रोजेक्ट इंटरनेट पे सैकड़ों जगह पे अवेलेबल है, ये तो कोई किया नहीं है इसने. और एक ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट दिखाना जो बिल्कुल यूनिक है, नॉट अवेलेबल ऑन द इंटरनेट, so obviously it will add a value for you. Nandini, yes. So Nandini is saying that please speak in English. Okay, Nandini, I was saying that having a good project, in your resume is very critical for your future, right? Because while appearing for the interview, if you have a good project in your resume, you have higher chances to go through, right? In clearing that interview, right? and your resume should have a project which is not available on the internet. That project should look original, a work from you, and that's where this project season will help you, where we will solve a real client problem. So obviously you will not find that project on the internet. Okay, Nandini. So guys, that was about data analytics, and then I told you that how you can join a webinar as well. I think that webinar is coming on Thursday, right? That webinar is coming on Thursday probably. Is Am I right, Dr. Sylvester?
Yeah, Thursday 10th, sir. 10th
Okay.
September.
It's coming on 10th September. Thursday, 10th September. Okay, guys. Now, I'll talk about that AI, ML, and deep learning. Okay. So, guys, what the AI is? Any machine which behaves like human, that can take a decision like human, right, is called as AI machine. And to achieve AI, right, and to achieve AI, that how you can enable a machine as an AI machine, how you can build your AI machine. For that, either you have to use machine learning, or either you have to use deep learning. Okay, and machine learning and deep learning are the ways to achieve AI. So basically, deep learning is also a subset of ML only. So if you say something like that, this is AI. To achieve AI, what you can do, you can go machine learning, and the specific part of the ML is called DL. In the deep learning, guys, what you do, you use neural network. What the neural network is? Neural network is a computation architecture. It is a way of processing the data. And neural networks are used in the processing of a data that you use for deep learning. So generally, guys, the data which is in a video format, data which is in an image format, the data which is in a audio format, data which is in a text format, and in such cases, in such problem statement, guys, you use deep learning only. That means you use neural network only. So that was very quick kind of insight that what the AI is. We do have separate courses for that. I just gave you a little introduction around that. Okay. So and if you want, we already have a couple of recordings on Forsk Coding School regarding AI ML as well, guys. So you can check them out. Narayan Chaudhary says, I have registered for the webinar. Thank you, Narayan. So this is from my side, guys. This is it from my side. Guys, let me know your feedback. How was the day for you today? How was the day? How was the session for you today? So Ishwar saying awesome, Sain Banket saying good, Ritesh saying amazing, Hafiz saying excellent, Muzammil Ansari saying session was good, sir. Satish Parihar, Mr. Lecturer saying maja aa gaya. Revant Krishna saying mast Anna. Okay, so he's using some local word there, Anna. Okay, I think big brother. So Narayan Chaudhary saying same like every day, awesome. Sriram saying informative session, sir. Nandini saying nice and willing to learn much more. Okay. Devansh Singh Jamwal saying handful. Devansh, you have to look back that video if you did not get that split and join kind of example I was taking, right? Rakshit Krishna saying good. Subhaya saying superb. Redmi 6 Pro getting interest for better career ahead. Okay. Sai Deepak Chimata is saying, sir, please tell your view on cybersecurity and hacking. Chimata, I have no views on this cybersecurity and hacking because I have no experience in this domain. It's a buzzword nowadays, but I doubt that it will give the enough jobs to the people. It's a buzzword, but I think in terms of career, I think still in a very nascent stage. because people talk about security, hacking, and everything, but you can see that how many openings are there for such kind of positions, right, Sai Deepak? So Ishwar saying Anna is a Telugu word. Yeah, I got it. So Javed Ahmed Khan saying registration done. Okay, Sai Mahesh saying good sir, learn new things. Sahu, Bhavani Sahu. Okay, interesting session, sir. Okay. Santosh saying thank you for your time. Yeah, guys, thank you. Hitesh saying excellent, very good webinar. So guys, I would also request you that please put your feedback on the YouTube, on the Google for us. Sylvester sir, can you please share that review link?
Sure.
Narayan Chaudhary saying for data modeling is machine learning required? Yeah, to an extent, Narayan, you're right. Bharti Arul is saying, is there possible for adding more variables in one key in dictionary? Yeah, you can have that. You can have that, Bharti. Rohit is also saying, okay. Nandini saying, can you say more about AML and DL? Nandini, I'll probably will keep a separate session for that. Okay, so we'll talk about that. Kamal Kishore is also there. Javed Ahmed Khan saying, does it require knowledge of DBMS for data analyst? No, but a little bit of SQL is good to have. You should, if you know SQL, structured query language, select from where kind of stuff. So Ishwar saying, sir, is age required to join a webinar? What's that? Ishwar, I did not get you. Does it require you to fill your age as well? Ishwar? I don't think so. So Narayan Chaudhary, I think you have still a lot of things to learn. Basically, what we are getting nowadays, we hear a lot of terms from here and there, and then it makes khichdi in our brain. Everything becomes khichdi, and nothing is clear. We take a lot of names, but we don't know which one is really fitting where, right? So basically, Narayan, TensorFlow is a library, right? No issue, anyone can join. Anyone can join. There is no age requirement. Anyone who is a Indian citizen can join it. Okay. So Narayan, what I was telling you, that TensorFlow and Keras or PyTorch, these are the library names, and they can be used for machine learning and deep learning. Particularly TensorFlow is used for deep learning. So वो तो एक लाइब्रेरी है, जैसे डेटा एनालिटिक्स के लिए पांडास एक लाइब्रेरी है, वैसे ही डीप लर्निंग के लिए टेंसरफ्लो एक लाइब्रेरी है. टेंसरफ्लो अलग से कोई कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं है. Ritesh is saying, sir, what would be better to choose, ML or data science? I think data science is better, because in data science everything comes actually, Ritesh. Data science, you have data analytics. In data science you have data pipelining. In data science you have big data handling. In data science you have machine learning as well. In data science you have visualization as well. So that is there, Ritesh. But if you want to work on the research side, then specifically ML can be there, right? ML algorithms and all. But I think most of the people are looking for the job in IT rather than going into the research domain, right? So maybe a data science is better in that way. So ML will become kind of a subset of data science, Ritesh, for you, if I just say in one line. So guys, I hope the 5 days were useful for you. Okay. And now, guys, this was just a beginning for you. Don't think, guys, no, Dash is a library. Dash is a library, guys, and we use, we'll use Dash with our Python code and all. So Dash is not a new language. Dash is just a library for better visualization and analytics. Dash is there, a very good library, very popular one. Okay. So guys, these 5-6 days, this week was just to give you a start. Don't assume that you have become expert in everything, right? So So now you understand the things very well. Now you understand the Python very well, right? And now from here onwards, you should try to improve your skills. Start making projects, right? And work on those projects that will make you really expert in in the areas. Because just by watching videos, just by taking a course on the MOOC course, or just by taking any degree, they are not going to help you until unless you do not work on a project. Guys, your resume should have very, very strong projects, right? So guys, if I say certificate and a skill, so certificate is kind of a first step, right? If you have set of certificates, a set of letters, they give you an entry, right? They give you an easy entry. It is kind of a passport for you, right? And once you are in the interview room, it is your skills that will help you out, right? So getting into the interview room is about your your resume, your certificates, your degree. But after that, it is your skill, guys. That how you speak, how you tell the people how what you have done in the project or how you have done in the project. So these are the two important stuffs, and both are important somehow, guys. Sai Mahesh is saying, thank you so much, sir, for these days. Can you give a guideline for learning for Python more and more? I think, guys, you can go and practice more on the hacker rank, guys, So, so guys, you can go on hacker rank, okay, or hacker earth, or code chef, or code force, or codility, or lead code. All of these platforms are available where you can practice your you can practice your Python skills. Sriram, I think roadmap is this, that now start implementing the things practically. Learn the things in a practical approach, in a practical way, and then छोटे छोटे projects बनाने start करो. Start building smaller ones and all, right? And once you get more confidence, go to a next level project and so on. So what I can suggest you, Sriram, that join our project season, which is coming, and then you will have a very much clarity around, and you will have a next level confidence as well in your skills. That I can assure you, Sriram. Muzammil Muhammad Ansari saying, which is better, sir, hacker rank or hacker earth? I think in India, hacker rank is more popular, but I think both are good in a way. It's just which one you choose, Muzammil. So guys, I think now I can close it for today. Sai Deepak Chimata is saying, we are going to miss Dr. Sylvester and Yugend Singh G from tomorrow. Yeah. Narayan Chaudhary, what are your qualifications and experiences? Narayan is asking about so he's going to take my interview. So, okay. So guys, I have done my engineering from computer science field, and I have done my post graduation as well in software engineering domain. And so far, my entire experience has been working on the product development companies only. And so to talk about, I have worked with a Japanese company as an embedded software developer. I have worked in a company which was working operating system that was developed in C. I've worked with Qualcomm, which is world's largest semiconductor company in Hyderabad. So, in terms of locations, I have worked in Japan, I have worked in China. Sylvester has worked in US. He has worked in multiple, even in Europe, I think Malta or some other countries as well. He has worked there. So, so far it's totally industry experience. And we started Forsk in 2015, so now we are close to 5 years now. And this is how we are helping people, that how they can make a transition into new technology domains, and how they can make their career. And we do provide internship opportunities as well. We do connect people with our partner companies as well. So a lot of things are there. And I think guys, as of now, if you want to stay connected, if you want to take our help in future regarding the internships and job assistance away, I think go for a project season, and then you will see the entire picture that how we are doing it, and how it is going to really help you. Narayan Chaudhary, did I answer your question? No, Javed. There, I think there is an assignment. You can go there. You will find it in the directory. Even all solutions are also uploaded there, Javed. So I think project season is starting. What is the start date of the project season, sir?
Just a minute.
Just need to check our calendar, Muzammil. Just hold on.
It's 14th September, sir.
Guys, so on 10th, we have a free webinar, but the formal start of the project season on 14th September. Nandini. So on 10th September, there is a webinar that will talk about every detail, what the project is, how you are going to work on that, right? What would be the duration and everything. So we are going to talk about on that on 10th. The start is on 14th. So guys, see you soon probably in the next webinar. Guys, now I'm signing off. Narayan Chaudhary is saying one of the best training webinars I have ever attended. Thank you. Okay, and that too for a free, Narayan, right? I hope you have registered for the certificate, Narayan. Okay, this time I get a message from Konika Parisar. I think for the first time she has messaged, Konika. So saying great session, so thank you. Satish Parihar saying, is project season free or paid? A project season is free. You can attend it for free. But for a couple of services, there is a charge, right? But as such, you can join for free. No issues, Satish. Yeah, thank you, Rohit. Yeah, Sahu. Okay. Okay, Ritesh will do that. Okay. So सर डे 4 सॉल्यूशन शायद अपलोड नहीं हुआ, एक बार आप अपलोड कर देना सिल्वेस्टर सर.
सर अपलोडेड, अभी अपलोड किया.
अपलोड कर दिया है रितेश, शायद एक बार चेक कर लेना, रिफ्रेश कर लेना. सो okay. Thank you, Konika. Thank you. So guys, now we are closing it, and guys, bye bye, thank you and take care. Okay. Yeah, Bhavani will inform you, right? Just continue with your Python practice, Javed. That's it. Okay.